Hey Amiibos, this is my Wave 4 unavailability rant. Now, before we get started, I want to tell you a little story. Now, like many of you, when I was younger, I had this ex-girlfriend. And I clearly remember texting her and her taking forever to text me back. I would check my pants every 5 minutes. If I felt my pants vibrating, I would immediately try to rip my pocket off to get to my phone to see if she had texted me. I would hear my phone going off, even though it clearly was not. And when she finally texted me, I was either asleep or my phone was nowhere near me. What the fuck is this guy talking about, you might be thinking. Well, Amiibos, we have become like the crazy guy that's waiting for the text message. Or the crazy girl, you know, if you're a woman. We're just waiting for these Amiibo pre-orders to pop up, and they're not coming. And then when they do pop up, we're not even in a position to make a pre-order, whether because we're working or we're at school or because we were clearly promised that we would get online pre-orders. When they turn around and then they say, oh, well, you know, sorry, we ran out of them in store, so if you weren't able to get into the store, you know, tough cookies. Or they tell us, well, we definitely will be having the pre-orders between 7 and 9, and then they put them up at 3 in the morning. It's crazy. A lot of people have quit, or at least they say they quit. I know that it can get very frustrating. This wave in particular, I think, is by far the craziest wave. You know, people talk about, oh, you know, you can't get Marth or the Villager or the Wii Fit Trainer, but I think Wave 4 is going to be the one where the craziness finally explodes. A lot of people are going to be mad. I want to predict a lot of, you know, crazy things happening during release dates. And that's another thing. For the release dates, they're all coming out on the same date. So you either have to choose between Greninja and Jigglypuff. Like, forget about Ness. You're not going to get Ness. But you're going to have to choose whether you want to risk it for Greninja or you want to risk it for Jigglypuff. Which one do you want the most? And another fucked up thing is, those are the Pokemon Amiibo. Those are like some of the more popular ones. So Nintendo lied, saying, well, if it's one of our more popular characters, there'll always be availability for them. You can't find Lucario. Like, you just can't. And people want them. People want Jigglypuff. For some reason, I don't know why anybody would want Jigglypuff, but I don't want him. I want it because it's going to be a rare one, but people are crazy for Jigglypuff for some reason. Then Greninja, I mean, he's another one that people are crazy for. But you're going to have to choose which one you want to get because they're coming out on the same date. I mean, granted, it happened before where they said that, like, this is the release date, and then they turn around and, oh, well, we're doing our release date on this date, and we're doing our release date on that date. But for now, with the information that I have right now, I'm telling you that it's going to be crazy because they're all coming out on the same date for some reason. There's 3 store exclusives: Jigglypuff for Target, Greninja for Toys R Us, and Ness for GameStop. Now, GameStop is a dick. They only get enough to cover their pre-orders, or so they say. That's what my experience with GameStop has always been. You know, if you didn't pre-order it, then just don't come, don't bother. We don't have any. Fuck you, you know. So I didn't get an S pre-order. I didn't get any pre-orders. I definitely didn't get an S pre-order. So I know that right now I'm looking upwards from $50 to $100 to have to pay. Target and Toys R Us have actually been pretty good at getting at least 1 or 2 extra figures. So all I have to do is put in the time to get there early enough to be the first one in line to be able to bag me a store exclusive, plus all the other Wave 4s. So what I want to tell you is, you know, quit bitching about it. It's not the first time that it happens. Wave 3 was fairly similar. It is very hard. It is very, you know, demoralizing that this sort of thing happens. And if you want to blame anybody, you know, because everybody's like, well, who do we blame? Blame everybody. It is Nintendo's fault for, you know, making these Amiibo in such small quantities. I understand that they're hand painted or whatever, and that takes a little bit longer. Well, if you know that that's going to be the case, then don't just produce them for a month or two, you know, 3 or 4 months, and then you know you're going to have enough to satisfy the demand, the crazy demand that there is right now, because we all are crazy. The GameStop for saying that they're gonna have online pre-orders and then not having them, for not having the foresight that, you know, you can't have your computer system can't be linked to your online system, to where if one of them goes offline, then your store is basically useless. You can't buy anything because they DDoSed themselves. It was, you know, it was crazy. And I'll put a picture up. Right now, or in a little bit, like in a second, because I don't know how to do voiceovers on pictures on Windows Movie Maker. I was waiting for it. I had an alarm set. I work in a refinery. I can't have my cell phone on me. So when 3 o'clock, when 2 Central hit, I went to get my phone and I got into the porta potty, into the porta john, the shitter, whatever you want to call it. And I was there refreshing my page on my phone, waiting for the pre-orders to come up, only to find out later that not only have they sold out, but they're like, I never had a chance. I never had a chance. Then Best Buy put their pre-orders at, I believe it was like at 1:30 Central Time, and since I wasn't aware and a lot of people weren't aware, nobody got them. And then Toys R Us put theirs out at a time like 4 hours before they said they were going to put them out. So everybody went to sleep expecting, oh, when I wake up, you know, I'll wake up an hour earlier, like if I was going to the store, like if I was sleeping outside of the store, and just, you know, make sure that I'm quick typing to get my pre-orders in. And that didn't happen. If you weren't awake, you didn't get it. Shout outs to Tyler, by the way, who was awake because he works graveyard, and, you know, he was able to get his pre-orders in. Good for you. But that's it, man. We just gotta stay positive. A lot of these, you're gonna have to shell out the money. If you don't have anything to trade, then you're gonna have to pay that $50 or $100 if you are interested in collecting them still. And everybody that's saying, oh, well, I'm gonna quit, this is too much, you're not quitting. It's, you know, you're too far in, you're too much invested into it. Anybody that's saying that they're gonna quit, I can guarantee you that once Wave 4 hits and the market kind of settles down like it did with Sonic and Mega Man, they'll be out there getting the common ones, and they'll be trying to look for the rare ones. And, you know, maybe they won't buy off scalpers for the outrageous prices, but they definitely will be coming back. Nobody's quitting. Nobody's jumping off the ship, or at least they are jumping off right now, but they're swimming right back. Everybody's coming back. Yeah, that's what I have to say about that. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. I went hunting for, where are you? Mario. The video is down here if you want to check that out. It's a really quick video. I haven't even edited yet, so I don't know how long it is. But it's probably going to be less than a minute. So if you want to check that out real quick, this is the way that amiibo hunting is supposed to go. You go, you know, you have the amiibo that you want in mind. You go out, you pick it up, you buy it, you come home, you put it on your wall. Bam. That's not how it's happening. But anyway, again, thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe. Remember to like and comment. Tell me what you think about what's going on. Let me know if you're gonna be jumping out of the ship, if you're gonna be quitting amiibos, supposedly. And if you got a pre-order, let me know how it went. Let me know. Tell me the horror story that was GameStop. Thank you again so much for watching, and happy hunting.